Hey guys, Roman Reaper here. So I just finished watching season 3 of The Boys. I just watched the finale. I've been watching the episodes week by week as they drop. Rather than saving them all to binge. That it is very exciting. Leaving each episode on cliffhanger and waiting a week to see how it's resolved. But is the series any good? Does the show continue its hot streak? Let's find out. So season 3 picks up a year where season 2 left off. There's peacetime now, and Homelander is losing it. However, there's something else at play here when the boys learn of a weapon that could potentially kill Homelander. So I have enjoyed the previous 2 seasons of the show. They've been really good and a lot of fun, like critique of superheroes in the popular culture with a real dark sense of humor and tons of on-point satire. That trend continues this season with some really fun satirical licks. Most notably, references to the controversial Pepsi ad from 2017. Gal Gadot and all her celebrity friends singing Imagine from their homes in lockdown, as well as little touches like Vought having their own petrol stations, theme park with stalls such as Woke Walk, and their own streaming service Vought Plus with a really delightful riff on the whole Snyder Cut movement with the film Dawn of the Seven. Satirically, this is probably the best that the show is at. Like, it is just so on point, landing numerous comedic hits with commentary, and it doesn't just extend to these like sight gags and like darkly comedic bits. Like, some of what this show has to say is actually really cleverly woven into the characters. In particular, Adrian, who goes on a whole like Black Lives Matter arc, and it's a lot of fun to watch, especially in how messily it all pays off. And yeah, a lot of what this season, the whole overarching question this season is asking is, how far are you willing to go to achieve what you want, and what are you willing to give to go to those lengths? This question is asked repeatedly throughout the season. Butcher is, like, early on given an opportunity to find a weapon which could potentially kill Homelander, and is given an experimental dose of Compound V, which turns ordinary people into soups temporarily. And it's really fun seeing how this convenient way to level the playing field conflicts with, what the boys set out to do, in particular with MM. And it's really fun seeing that actually this thing might not be all it's cracked up to be. With great power comes great responsibility, and over the course of the season we do see the cost that this has on Butcher. Hughie is also a tougher, more authoritative figure, and Jack Quaid sells it all brilliantly. He's not just the naive, weenie kid that he was in season 1, he's actually trying to be someone stronger who can stand up for himself and fight for what he believes in. But this has a strain on his relationship with Starlight and on his relations with the rest of the boys, again, particularly MM. And it's very compelling seeing how far characters are willing to stray from, their morals, their mindset, in order to go for the finish line and achieve the thing that they want. usually with serious consequences. However, this isn't just exploring what you're willing to give to achieve what you want. We also get a bit of a look into what makes what makes some of these characters tick. Particularly, we get a look at and his tragic history with former Super Soldier Boy, who's like a recurring thing this season, and he is really good. Jensen Ackles is fantastic, like essentially Captain America, but a dickhead, and even more twisted than that. It's really fun seeing how how this builds and how it pays off. Kamiko and Frenchie's relationship is built on this season as well. And yes, they have a really fun musical number, and it's so random but really entertaining to watch. And even Black Noir gets a bit of depth to his character in the later episodes. And even early on in the season, we get a bit of a tragic backstory as to why, he is the silent, shadowy figure that he is. And then later on in the season, we get to see him like, to himself and keeping the company of the cartoon mascots of a pizza restaurant as his imaginary friends. It's very fun. He's essentially like an R-rated version of a Disney princess. And, all of this character stuff is really, really compelling to watch. And it helps that the actors saw it really well. Karl Urban is once again really fun as Butcher. He's just this doesn't take any shit from anyone. Like real gruff, hard as nails presence with tons of funny one-liners. He also gets a few more human layers out of this character, particularly in how they explore his relationship with his brother Lenny, which we actually do learn more about this season. It was touched on previously in the show, but this season properly shows Butcher and Lenny's treatment, and I was in those moments that it actually made me feel like really bad for Butcher, like, and Karl Urban just sells all that wonderfully, and of course Anthony Starr as Homelander. Oh boy, he is just wow. He is on top form this season. He is more unhinged than he has ever been in the history of the show, and it is so compelling to watch. But that's not even the wildest thing this show has to offer. Yep, this season gets nuts. Like when I say it gets nuts, I mean it gets nuts. Like there are some wild and exciting action scenes. In particular, episode 6, Herogasm, is just this wild ride of an episode. Just so many insane, funny moments, and a big, epic action finale. And the final episode as well goes absolutely wild as well, delivering us big, exciting, epic set pieces, and just really like tying everything all together in an epic and quite exciting fashion. It is a whole rush of emotions. And yeah, and even sprinkled throughout the season, we get like very exciting twist reveals. Like, oh, I did not see that one coming. It is just this season is wild. But yeah, in regards to negatives, there is like one that I can think of, and that is that some characters do feel kind of shortchanged by the material in this season. Like early on in the show, Queen Maeve doesn't get a ton to do, and Butcher's son Ryan is just kind of forgotten about for the whole middle portion of the show. but boy, does the finale do them justice. Like, you just have to say it. Like. And yeah, The Boys, season 3, great season, and another excellent season of this show. I am so excited to see where season 4 takes it, because, you know, given the note that this season ends on, this is just gonna this next season is gonna be wild. And yeah, I'm gonna give season 3 of The Boys a 9 out of 10. And yeah, those are my thoughts on season 3 of The Boys. Let me know down in the comments. Have you seen the show? What do you think of it? What would you rank the seasons of the show? Who's your favorite character? Who's your favorite soup in the show? And let me know all that down in the comments. Let me know, are you hyped for season 4? Don't forget this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed. Don't forget the subscribe button if you're new, and don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload.